conscience. Figured if I slay my demons, they can't harm me. My plans build the fam so we can all eat. I ain't have nobody, niggas know that they could call me.
It's crazy how these rappers will take 50K out of the bank and take a picture with it or pose with it or whatever and be convinced that they're doing better than somebody who's blatantly doing dramatically better than them. And I say this as a person who refuses to take part in these shenanigans. I do not go to the bank and withdraw money to flex on people. I say that standing in my many $million office building that I bought with my own hard-earned money. So, you know, to anybody who's actually fooled by that, who actually like sees somebody withdraw money and flex with it on the gram, and I think that that means that those people actually got money, I mean, hey, if that impresses you, I think you're the target audience for that kind of content. As far as for me, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I don't put myself out there like that. I'm never gonna go withdraw all the money I had. I'm never gonna go withdraw all the money I got in the bank. I'm never gonna post screenshots of what my bank account looks like. Just trust. If I did, I'd make a lot of these rappers look stupid. So Money Man has a reputation for being one of the biggest cap artists in the music industry. Basically,
why you hating on this nigga Money?
Massively
what happened? What I missed? Y'all talk? Y'all have a conversation or something?
So I decided to check out and see how his latest project is doing. It's right here. It's been out for about 2 weeks. I tallied up all of the plays. Equals about 750K on Spotify. So we double that since Apple Music is a thing. Lands you on about 1.5 million streams after 2 weeks. And by the measure that we use, we divide that by 1,500. That is 1,000. 1,000 album sales total in the first 2 weeks of its release. So, again, this guy wants you to believe that he's got money.
Damn.
And I'm just saying it's both. Okay. 1,000 in the first 2 weeks.
That don't mean you acting like all his money got to come from streaming. So basically, Adam 22 saying the Money Man broke, and he's talking about rappers that flex the cash and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of these cats definitely ain't got it like that. But Money Man might got some cheese. He be doing a lot of other things. He be in the weed and all sorts of stuff. If anything, he just showed that where I'm from Philly. From Philly, residing in Maryland. What's up, though?
As we seen it hit the internet, different people gave how they felt about it. Well, then Eric Spears and him got into their little situation back and forth, and now it led to Adam 22. What Money Man had put on Twitter, where he said Vlad's supposed to pay Boosie off GP. Bro was down. Sometimes it's bigger than the profit. Vlad gonna make it in other ways.
How you doing today? I'm good.
Somebody that said,
am I high right now? What?
No profit, just run a business.
What type of question is that, man?
Money Man said you gotta pay for promo, gang.
I'm always high. I'm high off life.
Sometimes just because
I was born high.
At that time, it is what it is.
Off life.
Respond to somebody that said nobody even breaking up how much Vlad is making off of TikTok and Facebook. When Boosie died, Vlad will double his money also. There are just a bunch of Boosie haters that will agree with whoever against him. Money Man said, yeah, the money keep coming forever on them clips for sure. And he can sell them for 5 times 10. Adam responded to that in the comments and said, for sure we not listening to broke rappers tell us how to run our businesses. And Money Man responded with showing his money and said, Adam 22, no jumper. Nigga, F your interview unless you gonna pay me 50K, gang. Adam came back today after putting all them videos up and responded in the comments again because say Cheese had posted up what Money Man said and put Money Man has a fabricated rap career and he gets mad whenever anyone calls it out. Now several layers to this conversation right here. We'll start with 22 first because he's just one of them dudes who looks to cause confusion on the internet. He is a face of the capital C.
That's part of the problem with the entertainment business anyway, is all the money talk. If everything if everything is a judge of the money you make in the entertainment world, half of the artists that we love and the artists that really stand on hip-hop business and that paved the lane for hip-hop business, they're not even in these conversations. these artists weren't making this type of money at all back then. There wasn't even around for them to make the endorsements, the sponsorships, the motherfucking different, just all the different revenue streams that they have for artists and entertainers to make money didn't even exist. So that's probably why half these motherfuckers is lame, because everybody want the money. Everybody trying to total up the money.
He also has an upside.
Ain't got no good work.
Dude is really lost. You can never be in competition with a man who will sell his wife for $1, because he will go low as he got to go. He will go all the way down to hell to make a buck. He's soulless. He's spineless. You can never let them tell
What
you
up, back? Oh, that's an album cover. That's 2 Live Crew. I don't know if you can see it good, but yeah, that's 2 Live Crew.
You gotta call it spade a spade. Also, he's inside of this building gaslighting. Is this the same building that Adam was just recently trying to sell? Because he's trying to downsize his business, and then also he just recently laid off some employees.
I don't give a damn about none of that. I just wanted to know why. What does the money have to do with being a successful artist? That's what I wanted to know. How y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Because, shoot, I know some people's favorite artist is broke. So, what? I don't know exactly what Adam 22 is trying to do about that part of it, because, yeah, I think that's lame. I think that's really lame. What else is going on in the world today? Taking my little lunch break, checking up on things. DC rapper killed after getting away with murder 2 months before trial. Dang. That's okay. Guess he didn't get away with it. Safe to say. Is it from any film? That you don't know what Luke and the 2 Live Crew. That's that Florida shit, bro. That's the original Florida joint. That's the Florida music. You gotta put in the 2 Live Crew into your search bar. You gonna get, Nasty Luke and all them boys, and they was turned up. This is before the internet really was like, you know what I'm saying, a place where you could find stuff. Back in the days, you know what I'm saying, shit. People was still appalled by motherfuckers talking about the shit that they was talking about. It wasn't really, like I said, the women wasn't on that timing yet. Luke and them, they was ahead of the curve. They was ahead of the curve. Okay. Teen gang member known as Hellhead charged with murder. Anybody see that Krishan Rock fight? What people think about Trump after war and Epstein cases? That's a good question for the people. What do I think personally? I mean, one thing about it is I'm a different type of dude. So, do I agree with everything that's happening, all his decisions? Hell no. But I don't believe in disrespecting the president of the United States. I don't feel, I was a soldier, and just as a person, as a patriot, as a citizen, I'm just not built like that personally. I feel like doing things is how you change shit. But the actions and shit, I feel like a lot of shit could have been handled differently. I feel like, for one, he is who he is as the person. I would prefer that the presidential office always be held with more decorum. There's definitely things that happened to the prestige with the way that things, transpire. I don't really, all the other shit is everything else. You said, do I mean Trump innocent? Fuck no. I mean, that's not my job. I feel like I don't think there's an innocent businessman, politician, or any of that. Do I feel like he innocent? Hell no. I definitely wouldn't say that. I said I wouldn't disrespect the commander in chief is what I said. Do I feel like he innocent? Probably not. Do I know? Nope, don't know. But you know, the from deduction, from the law of averages, from the simple sayings that your parents told you, the company you keep. No, if you hanging around a bunch of rich, you know, perverted folks or whatever the case is, 9 times out of 10, that's it's not a good look. You know, one out of the few of those people don't know what's going on and are not involved. Majority of the people absolutely know what the hell going on and that's where I think like the American people are kind of like, they play dumb to money. They play dumb to power, you know? So, and that I don't do. So now would I say that anybody's innocent? No, because like I said, I feel like if I get pulled over, they're going to tell me ignorance is no excuse for the law. They're going to tell me that I'm responsible for the people that are in my car. So now people understand Biden important, I guess. I don't think that either. I mean, like I said, one thing about it is I don't play that game. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like Biden was too old. I don't feel like he should have been the president either. Did he hold the office and with decorum? No, because he was not able to control his facilities. So no, I won't go there with it either. Like I said, real is real. You understand? Why somebody is not fulfilling the job up to the standard doesn't matter, you know. You know, you now, what? Just a war. What? What does that mean? What does that mean? Do you feel like war is not inevitable? Entire world is suffering. Gas prices are high. For sure, for sure. But I gotta tell everybody, right? I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. We have reserves. We have all this other stuff. Our prices don't, in the world's prices, they don't fluctuate over because of one situation actually causes it to fluctuate. Things change because of the opportunity. The conflict gave companies and governments the opportunity to make more money off of their people and to cause different hardships and situations. Let's not get this shit twisted. We ain't even 2 months, please believe, nothing changed in nobody's oil reserves from that 2 month period. Ain't nothing changed like that, for real. Like I said, that's all is how the system works. I feel like there's a greater power at hand in all situations because, like I said, it's got to make sense. And with that being said, like I said, make it make sense. Trump asked, you know, our allies and stuff to step in. Like I said, right, wrong, or indifferent. I can't think of any time that we have not jumped over and did what we had to do and assisted people, whether or not whether Americans agree with it or not. You know, so it's like I said, like, so do I want to hear about everybody's oil prices and stuff being high? Motherfuckers could have came and helped and we'd have been done. What is being done? All this other shit, like I said, there's so much to it. Are Americans suffering? Hell yeah. Yeah, prices are high here for sure. My gas prices done went up like at least I would say about $1 and change for a shit show. $1 and change per gallon for sure. Hey yo, that's funny. You mean like Mortal Kombat style? Finish him like that. Americans suffering, yeah. But everybody's gonna suffer from conflicts and stuff. Like I said, the important thing to remember about that is that Congress has to make a decision soon anyway. I believe the decision on Congress is the 30th, or is tomorrow or the next day. I believe we're right there. So everybody will be coming home, or we'll be going to war. So but yeah, people always have to realize that there's the potential for conflict is always possible. You understand? It don't matter who is the face of what. We're talking about whole bodies and whole engines, whole economical engines. You know, a country is a big ass business. So the fact that every business on the world, that's basically what you like, how people need to look at it. Imagine every business on earth agreeing with each other, even though that they're competing with each other. You know, we are not connected by land or by the fact that we are people to the essence of a greater cause. So we are all individual, although we might not want the decline of anybody. That's the real side of it. What are you talking about, man? I have no idea what you're talking about at all. So, yeah. And that's pretty much how the shit ends up happening, right? When you have a conflict and you talking about like military powers and stuff, this could be a conflict of interest. This doesn't have to be a physical conflict. This could be a conflict of interest between two motherfucking countries. War is what is in the physical conflict. It comes out of the fact that nobody's alternative is to do exactly what somebody else says, especially when you reach a certain point. And so it's like, I don't know why people be trying to do this left-right shit. I don't do the left-right thing. The government. You know what I mean? Government. All that other stuff, you gotta figure. It'd be one person changing here and there and this, all that other stuff, but then you have million employees that are the people that don't change and shit. Like the government. They fuck, they the government. You got people that retire from working federal jobs and different things like that. So the government. I don't even care about all that other stuff. This person gonna do this, that, and the other. Is U.S. winning the war in Iran? We're not at war yet. I told you we got to go to Congress in like a day or two, and then we'll know if we're at war. Are we winning? Shit, ain't no. I mean, oh man, are we causing physical damage, and are we doing different things, and are we in control of the situation? I think we are definitely in control of the situation. Are we winning the situation? I wouldn't say that we're winning, because popular interest and the voices of the people, the media is just that powerful. And I feel like that is what people tend to forget, on the government side and the political side of things, is that, the media is very strong. And when it sways popular opinion, and public interest. That's when it's yeah. Trump don't care about Congress, I guess. Well, I mean, how you doing, fam? I'm doing well. I'm blessed. I mean, like I said, this Congress gonna make their decision here in a couple of days, and then, like I said, then we'll know. If you see everybody turning the fuck around, you know what I mean? Once Congress makes their decision, it's like we can't just keep attacking and stuff in the withdrawal period. During that period, it's supposed to be an actual, like, a period of withdrawal. So we take more of a defensive stance as we back the fuck up and come back home. I haven't heard too much, surprisingly, I haven't heard too much about which way Congress is even leaning towards the situation, which is kind of scary because that probably means that we're going to war. But it could mean, like I said, everything could be situated by then. But I don't know. I have a feeling we'll end up owning that thing first. We'll end up owning the strait before we pull out. That's how I feel about that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Certain situations and things have been going on for a long time. And, you know, people, they're very funny because they like to challenge what they want to challenge. Why is everybody... I'm not even mad that everybody feels the way that they feel about the conflict or whatever, but what I'm saying is where is all of this energy for everything else that is wrong and stuff that makes the changes and stuff for people to even to just have all that audacity and the voice their opinions on all this shit. It's like people care about what the fuck they putting in front of their face at the time and what they have privy to see, you know. People stop caring about home. They stop caring about the things that truly affect them before, and then it gets to a point where they're seeing the end results of not knowing, not being informed about things, and like I said, like shit like that, it's a lot to it, man. It should be a lot to it, you know. It'd be a lot to it. I feel that all politicians do this for their own benefit. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Politician game is definitely strange, right? It's one of those things that I believe that they probably start off with like the good heart, like, yeah, I'm gonna change the world. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, I'm gonna be the one. When I get in the office, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. Trust me, my brother. And, you know, I feel like they really believe it. And then as the process works, there's a movie with Eddie Murphy called The Distinguished Gentleman. They don't talk about this movie. Like, and I have never seen it just pop up. But there's a movie called The Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy. And it kind of shows you that things don't work the way that you would think that they should work. And that's where people's policies and their morals and shit start to get bent. But like I said, we got to be real with ourselves, man. We got to be real with ourselves. We choose to take certain situations and say, you know what? I know that my coworkers and everybody else in the world that I've come across, everybody has their shit with them. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has now had in some fashion, they have an agenda. There are these few select people that you meet, and they're genuinely good people. They make you feel good when they talk to you. You can just feel that there is no malice in them. Why, when these situations come and like we talk about politicians and this, that, and the other, we automatically think, oh yeah, no, this sworn in officer is, yeah, he's different than the rest of the world. You know, yo, what up, so? How you? So no, I don't feel like that it really truly works like that. I definitely feel like most politicians, they're gonna be like most lawyers. If you look at the things that they gotta go through just to do anything, a lot of this stuff does come with another agenda. and the perks and benefits of reaching a certain point if you can get there and make it through the hurdles and play the game. Hey, yo, it's always good to be seen. It's always good to be seen. So, because that's another thing too, man. Like, shit, the world got to go through bullshit. When you trying to grow and things are changing and people are having these realizations of self and people want to eat better, they're looking at the things that are going in their body, and you're having all these different conversations because of the information and things that are floating around. It's like I said, you got to go through a process. Motherfuckers been eating horrible. They've been getting served a bunch of bullshit, this, that, and the other. Like, there's a whole process that comes along with good change, no matter what, I think. And I feel like these situations that we in right now, it's just going to kind of get a little bit worse before it get better. Long story long. So, but yeah, that left wing, right wing, the man, vote for this nigga, that nigga. No, I ain't with none of that. Vote for me. I bet you I go run for president, they'll be like, oh, no felons. No, we done changed this shit. That motherfucker go. One got in, that's it. We ain't with no more. Look at the price of gas. It has gone so high, I don't know. Maybe it is because of the Iran war. Like I said, bro, the conflict gives room and the purpose for the people that own these companies. I put it to you like this, right? How many oil companies are there anyway? It's not a fucking lot. So with that being said, well, not a lot that aren't owned by separate entities at the end of the day throughout the chain. So it's like, no, the gas prices and stuff are so high because that's what they want them motherfuckers to be, bro. Yeah, is the conflict helping it? For shit show. Why? Because they said, you know what? Look, we can tell these fuckers that now there's nothing moving through the strait, even though it's only this percentage, and that people commonly tend to forget that we have oil reserves. And like I said, it's shit like that. It's very simple shit. So I doubt that we're the only ones that have oil reserves. Mm. Try and roll, man. Everybody hands dirty. What did the RO mean? I ain't hip. Oh, trying to rob people. Oh, to pay the debt. Yeah. Well, that shit be blowing my mind anyway. I ain't gonna lie. That shit blows my mind anyway. The whole money situation of the world blows my fucking mind. It really do. That's a whole nother conversation, man, because we getting robbed. I'm working and doing like this addition on my house and stuff. It's like when I be seeing the price of lumber and stuff, that shit really gets me thinking, man, because I be like, yo, this shit, there's no way in fucking hell. You know what I mean? Like, talking about a 2x4 be $6 A 2x4 be $6. Shit don't make no sense. You talking about a sheet of plywood, that motherfucker $30 for one. No. Don't make no sense to me. We getting robbed everywhere. They robbing Peter to pay Paul, and then they sticking Paul once he get around the corner, and they go get that change back to Peter and have Paul rob Peter because they think that he think Peter got him. And we just sitting back Damn, look at that shit. That's how it works. All right. Oh man. I don't know. I hate doing paperwork in the morning, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's not fun. Biggie and Pac type is, yeah, whatever it is for the company, everything is like a valuable asset these days. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, I don't know exactly what you saying, but I think it's really just the opposite. I think that shit, we losing valuable assets these days. I think these days the people need to realize the only valuable asset is motherfucking you and time. Those are the only valuable assets. You and time and fucking natural resources. You know what I mean? But past that, bro, shit. I think people are really starting to realize this shit. You understand? Like, even if you really truly think about it, entertainment wise, right? Who's really winning? The streamers? What are they streaming? Fucking, I think Speed is in like St. Kitts right now. You know, people outside. I'm headed towards you, Philly. Bet that up. So with that said, it's like, you know, people are getting the people that are absorbing a lot of their content through the screens and stuff, you feel me? They sitting there and they looking at what's going on outside, and they're looking at more human things, trying to figure out their place in the world. I feel like there's a lot of that going on. I feel like the whole world at the same time is like having an identity crisis where they like, yo, what's my purpose? Yo, what is this about? Like, you know, I believe in God, but then they got this, that, and the other. And I feel like it's because of the flow of information. I feel like all of this subliminal alien talk, I feel like the missing scientists, I feel like the release of these paperwork talk over, you know, gradually over years, it creates this subliminal, just this whole system where not only are you waiting for it, but now you have questions because there's not enough answers. There's not, you know, and it's a lot of things that are going to parallel or cross over with other things that are going on religiously. Facts, the older we get. Yeah, so but I don't know. That's why, like I say, yo, I feel like you are the resource. You know what I mean? Even the shit I be taking out like of like text and stuff from like the religious people and stuff, it'd be like, bro, you know, shit, church is a group of people. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something right there. Whatever it is, the rich get richer, and those who have nothing, everything is taken away from them. Well, you ain't wrong, but I think it's definitely a little bit deeper than that, but you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But yeah, I think it's definitely a little deeper than that. Because eventually, right, this is my theory, okay? Kind of like when you watch The Matrix. There's going to be an awakening. You understand? There's going to be an awakening. These conversations, we have had these conversations pop up too randomly, and they happen all the time, and they happen with anybody and everybody, which means, like I said, that I forget what it's called, but I'll tell you in one quick second. Because yeah, the awakening, once people have that real awakening and they're like, yo, we don't need this shit. I don't need to be going broke to pay for name brands. I don't need to have a fucking $87,000 truck or car or whatever. And this is the average person, because like I said, you gotta figure like shit. Like the average person wants to live a certain life. They want to keep a certain standard off of the shit that we've been fed. You understand? We want to eat a certain name brand type of food. That is where we are at. So right now, that's what I'm like. You know, when we have that great awakening, and people are like, "Yo," you know, wanting every darn thing and buying it, right? Though, delusionary. Yeah. Okay, so collective consciousness or global consciousness. That's what I'm talking about, right? It's the idea that humans across the world are connected through a shared mental or energetic field, allowing similar thoughts, innovations, emotions, or patterns to emerge independently. That's what I'm talking about when this awakening comes. Because all you have to have is enough people that no matter where they are in the world say, hey, yeah, man, the fuck is going on? What in the hell? I don't give a damn like that. I just want to be warm and look good. like, whoa. And then that part is going to hit. Looking good. You know, as we evolve and everybody in this creativity and this individuality, it's going to become to a point just from that what is looking good? You feel me? When you see the cyberpunk joints and you look at all the shit based in the future, you see people with mohawks, green hair, fucking tattoos, shit that glow. What is looking good when everybody is an individual, is just a person in all that sense? And now, like I said, so the name brand shit, all this stuff that we are looking for and spending all this extra money for, that attention. That's it. It's gonna be some wild shit for shit show. But Durkheim described it as a system of common sentiments that exists beyond any one individual. I love that type of stuff. It makes me feel like like I'm naturally just on the right page, because rather have wealthy, healthy. Hey, you better know health as well. Bro, I'm coming to the older I get Montclair shit. I just want to be warm. Right. Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. I was just on the Avarex site, like, you know, because, you know, you get a little discount for you get the heavy jackets in the summer. But yeah, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. And I be thinking even then, like, I be looking like, damn, bro, like, you know, it keeps me at AV, but damn, man. Like, there's a lot of groceries. You feel me? And then even with the groceries, and I'm so guilty of it. You feel me? I'm so guilty of it. Y'all see me drink Red Bull and now my V8 Energy Jones, and you know, and it's like I said, that brand and that name and that convenience, we've lost that side. But I know I think about it a lot. Like, yo, hold on, man. Shit, I could probably get me some watermelons and just squeeze them joints myself. There's a lot of complexity in this world. Most definitely. Most definitely. But all the complexity is the man-made shit. Because that's what I was telling people. I think that's the scariest part about where we are at, and what... Look, that's why I be scared, because I don't be wanting to... I be saying shit that just makes too much common sense. I be feeling like they gonna grab me one day. But yo, right? So, the goal of for a race to thrive, you know, and be like past just survival, is to be able to live harmoniously with the environment, right? We could do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's at the point now with not just technology, but just knowledge that we could do that. We could live harmoniously with the environment without all of the extras and stuff. Because it's like I said before, it's different when technology and things of that nature are progressing to a point where it's productive and it's, something to help and stuff. It's like, okay, I see the point of this. When you have technology advancing and the whole world is waiting on GTA 6, it's like, all right, maybe we don't need this shit. You feel me? Oh, you said what? You said we just want some shit to drive itself. Okay. It's like, you feel me? There's just so many things. The ethers, individuation, and authenticity. Bro, we don't even wear the extras on a daily basis, right though? But I got so many kicks. First thing I go is for my Crocs. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, I got like 3 pairs of these Nike Book One joints. You know what I'm saying? And like, them Johns is comfy. So, you feel me? Like, that's my go-to John. I be putting I honestly, I don't even like wearing new shoes because they're not comfortable. I like to get them. But then when it become time to wear them, they damn sure like, it'd be like, okay, yep, that go together. I'm gonna go do this, that, and other. If I'm just stepping, shit, I don't give a damn. If I'm just stepping, man, I want to look and feel like I'm just here and just being about, That's what I was saying about the money and stuff with the entertainers. Like, if that's how we judge success, then we are truly doomed. You know what I mean? Like, if the success of an artist or an entertainer is how much wealth they've accumulated and not their artistic fucking what they've given us artistically, and like, that's just weird. That's weird as fuck. That's how you know we fucking up. I'll be the first to say it. We fucking up. People be so quick to be wanting to point the finger at other people and all that stuff, but it truly be, it's everybody. We fucking up. Shit. I can't say nothing else around it. They got damn tablets on. They give tablets out to everybody. They want everybody facing the screen. The government get them damn things out too. It's crazy now. I was looking for the charger for this joint. But it's all around. All around. Price of these damn sneaks and shit anyway. I'm about to stop buying these joints anyway. Shit. I'm about to go see what Shaq and his son got going on. I might start endorsing shit like that because, that shit treacherous when you talk about we live in a society a motherfucker don't even want to wear certain sneaks because of the way the world will treat them and handle them. Sometimes the door to your success, and that's like I said, that's where it's like, these conversations and that awakening has got to happen in order for it to change, because no matter how you feel about it, your success will be limited if you don't do and carry yourself in certain ways. Straight like that. I'm on a load of Philip Broccoli. Whoa, son. But yeah, that part is, like I said, the thing that a lot of people also, you can't just get past that. I was raised, you have to dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. And that in itself requires you to invest in yourself and to make things appear that you are on a standard and are ready for something that you have not yet obtained. And like I said, like that, that in itself creates a gap. Everybody can't do that, you know? Everybody can't do that. Then again, it takes the teaching and the education and stuff too, because, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't like my parents. They was like Joe Jackson with that shit. They were very strict. And you get your ass whipped quick. But to the same point, I do believe that is one thing that has changed, and I think that's one thing that they wanted to change. They wanted to change the amount of work ethic that we instill in the children and stuff, because we know that it takes 3 times the work. You feel me? It takes it, and that's just the truth, And they now it's like they talk the whole world is created equal stuff. That's why they want the school to teach the kids. They want the school to teach the kids because they want to tell everybody that they all equal and all the same and pass them all along in the school. They got that no kid left behind stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we know you don't know. Come on. Yeah. Uh-huh. So it's like that ain't the help. There's nothing that helps anybody that, oh, you said you don't know, Bob? Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, come on. Yeah, here you go. I know you didn't pass. Come on. Like, that's dumb. And those are the things, like I said, where it's not realistic, because there's just not enough, There's just not a fucking enough. You have to work 3 times as hard if you want to be successful. If you work as hard as the next man, then y'all are going to be at the same point. That don't even make sense. You understand what I'm saying? We all created equal. The fuck? I be goddamned. Cause yeah, I wasn't born in the house that this motherfucker was born in. You understand? So it's like I said, like you gotta, and all that shit bullshit. No matter who you are, I feel like you put yourself on a 3 times the workload standard, because hell, if there's a nigga that's on a 5 times the workload standard, you still losing. You feel me? Especially if this nigga got a head start. You know what I mean? So anyway, I kind of veered off, but some good knowledge. That was some good knowledge. Yeah, that was some good knowledge. Yeah. Go ahead and just go as soon as you get home and you see a kid, be like, yeah, what'd you do today? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go do that again. I'm like, what? Yeah. Man, look, you gotta have at least 2 times the workload. Go do it again. Go get a pile of bricks dropped off at your front yard and do the Joe Jackson. That's what you do. They be having all these TikTok challenges that are dumb as shit. Do the Joe Jackson TikTok challenge. Get a pallet of bricks dropped off in the front yard. And then you tell your kids, hey, I want these bricks over there on that empty pallet by the end of the day. All of them. And the end of the day come, or by the afternoon, you're talking about afternoon. Afternoon come, you go check, they gonna have all them bricks over there, and then you tell them, hey, I want all them bricks back the fuck on the other side by the end of the day. And that's, yeah. Why? Cause that's how life is. Life will have you just moving fucking bricks and for no reason. Back and forth. Oh, fuck. Okay. I got this. So, don't spare the rod. Whip your kids. So, let me stop. I'm just talking shit, man. And I'm just lighting up my life. Is there anything else on anybody's mind today? Anything that we need to cover? This random stream. All right. I gotta get this packet out. And I'm just like, nothing. La 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 la. Just shoot, I'm pissed. What you pissed off about, son? What's going on out in the world, man? Hmm. DOT officer stopping my money. Oh yeah, shit. Well, yeah, nah, money being stopped ain't never a good thing. Never a good thing. Gotta stay prepared. Gotta stay ready. No, you don't gotta get ready. Uh, 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 uh. I work with the Russians in trucking. Oh shit, work. They do crazy the clock so you can keep driving. Man, shit, I think a lot of companies do different things like that. You feel me? I don't think it's just them, but I get what you saying for sure. Hey, man, look, yeah, yeah, be safe, You feel me? That trucking shit ain't no joke, bro. That shit ain't no joke. I had a few people that wanted me to get involved with it, but and salute to all the homies that do that, cause that trucking shit ain't no joke, bro. That shit hardcore. That shit hardcore. That's a whole lot of vehicle anyway. See, I never wanted that much responsibility on the road. That's too much responsibility for me. Oh, damn, yo. Nigga, look, I might have to reconsider, huh? No, that's what's up. Shit. Yeah, them long nights be worth it at the end of the week. You talking about 12 racks. Yeah, he said, what? So just keep going? Yeah, I'll keep going. So 12, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Wake up. All right. Oh, man. That's what's up, though, no lie, though. I like that. I need. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah, that's still shit. Look, 9 bands a week, bro. 9 bands a week ain't bad. I think the highest I was up to in a week, like I think it was 25 and change. I think I was at like 25 and change. So that ain't bad at all, man. That shit is great, bro. That great. Make the right decisions. You feel me? Make them investments and stuff that you should be making, and protect all them hours you putting in. Make sure you got the good old life insurance too. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with it. So yeah. All right. So that's that. me send this email. And like now, everything that I do now, no, it's not the one I want. Everything I do now is all through my own companies. So it's a lot more work and a lot of learning curves. I be getting my ass handed to me sometimes, but not most of the time because I'm really well versed and I've been doing a lot of this for a long time. So, but every now and then I get to learn a lesson the hard way and shit. But you know. I think the biggest thing that for me right now is it's like it's not the money that come in, it be the money that go out. Like the overhead, boy, fucking the entertainment industry is a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit. That's why you fuck with the Russians. You run it up with them or the other trucking company, Slip, Nice, CR, England. They square, you can't make much with them. 100 to 1,500 a week. Oh yeah, no, they ain't nigga, no. Yeah, I wish I would hop behind the truck for some change. That don't even make no sense. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. We need Dochi. Yeah. But at the same time, like I said, man, just be safe. You know how to move and shit. You feel me? Shit. And at the same time, better start putting that shit in the chat. Blowing up the spot. Shit. You supposed to just like, you know how this shit go. I'm like, yeah, I do. You feel me? Was understood, ain't even got to be explained. But with 12, and you run how you want when you want, yeah. Oh yeah, you already know. But, you feel me? Shit, I don't know. Like I said, I can't do I ain't got the stamina for that shit no more. That driving stamina for that. I used to drive back in my day. You know what I mean? I used to drive all the way across the country. And I drive from I get from like somewhere in the DMV all the way to like South Texas in like 26 hours. You feel me? Something like that. So, but yeah, I ain't got that want to be on the road like that, driving like that. Now I like to drive, like to do shit. You feel me? Or like to drive to take a ride. You know what I mean? And I could take some day rides and shit, but I can't be on nobody timing. You know what I mean? We chilling out that motherfucker with it. Looking good, looking around, stopping, eating all the good food. You know what I mean? Shit, back then, yeah, straight shot. Nigga, yeah, blankets in the back, you know what I mean? Oh man, goal-oriented trips. Even when I went on tour out there though, I was like, we did stop a little bit. We did, because we stopped in Louisiana, we stopped in Atlanta. We stopped a few times. Back in the day, we've been my straight shots. I'll burn that road up. I want to buy 2 more trucks and then step out. Okay. Pay drivers, manage, dispatch my truck from home. Yeah, look, you already know. You know what it is. Man, look, enjoy the good life. You be there. You know what you talking about. Mm-hmm. Ain't even gotta tell you no. Shit. So yeah, let the money work for itself. Yeah, sit back, give me a nice spot. Yeah, that's right. Just make sure you don't get one of them sucker ass HOAs. But make sure they got a good HOA. I ain't gonna lie, bad HOA make you be upset. We be like, now I gotta buy another house because these motherfuckers is annoying. Like, nah, I don't want my fucking house blue. Yeah, that'd be some crazy shit too, bro. There's some really wild joints. Some real wild HOAs out there. Have your shit all pastel colors. They be like, yeah, your house gotta be pastel color. They be like, what? Nowadays, OnlyFans earn money. What are your thoughts on this? Nah, fuck that OnlyFans shit, bro. I mean, I feel like I ain't hating on the people that do it and all that because there's always gonna be a pimp and there's always gonna be a hole in the essence and there's always gonna be somebody selling sex sells, you know what I'm saying? Sex sells. It was selling before OnlyFans. It shouldn't be that ease of access. It shouldn't be put in front of the people and all that stuff. And it shouldn't be anything you can make money off of has the potential for somebody to try to make a career out of that. It shouldn't be nobody fucking be trying to make a career out of that. Like, I don't feel like that's the route for our society in general. I feel like our women definitely should make their own decisions and stuff. But with that being said, they can make those decisions without those outlets and these, people putting things the way they have it. You feel me? Hell yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Shit, sit back, get fat. But yeah, not the OnlyFans joint. Like I said, it's just, it's here, so get your money. You feel me? But like I said, it's one of them where it just, and for the dudes, it's like, it takes away from the whole society and just the whole relationship, the whole point of being boy and girl. You know what I mean? Man and woman. It's so weird when you change the dynamics and you just, it's like, what is the reason of it? Especially when you know how human nature is, So I don't think it's a good thing. That's right, there's no need for hard work. Just move your body and you get money. You don't know what new things have come out. I had no money on the 19th. I mean, I wouldn't say it ain't hard work. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I don't think every OnlyFans model is successful either. So I feel like there's always going to be hard work involved in something. I'm just saying I don't feel like we should be creating an outlet like that for that. You know what I'm saying? Things like that are always supposed to be quiet as kept under the table situations. It's just real and not for everybody. When you have an outlet built like that, nigga, it's like shit. You got girls waiting to turn 18 just so that they can post content. Like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Because the internet is too far and it's too far reaching. So, like I said, it just creates a fucked up dynamic. I think I ain't really with it. I'm a girl dad though, so I ain't playing none of that shit anyway. You feel me? Breaking legs, so. But yeah, I mean, oh man. I had no money on the 19th. I don't know what that means, but yeah. I don't know. I be trying not to knock shit that I don't really be, I just be thinking about shit on make it make sense, scale and fashion. You feel me? Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. When we create industries and stuff like that, and we get a go and the okay for things like that, we change the dynamic of the world. You know, it's I think that shit was always the shit when it was a taboo and it was not, you know, being now the saying a freak in the sheets, but a lady in the streets, don't even apply no more. They don't even apply no more. They just freaks all the time. Media has messed up most people's brains. A lot has changed since 2010. No, for shit, sure. A lot has changed. And that's why I try and tell people that you gotta, I think if you're gonna use it, utilize it the right way. A lot of people are just opportunists and gonna capitalize. If you think of things with a business mind and that type of state, then you're going to do more of just capitalizing off of these situations. You're going to realize the trend. You're going to see where everybody's lost at. And yeah, then you have an OnlyFans and you're going to have all the copycat sites and different things of the sort, because a motherfucker's feelings ain't never stopped the reality of the world. That's the truth of it. The truth of it is, a whole bunch of, it takes a whole lot of conversation and then a whole lot of people standing together. A lot of people don't get the first step down, more or less, to stand together on anything. So, but I'm about to lock in and get some more of this good old-fashioned work done, because I got a lot of it. And I don't like having to look over my shoulder. This is, we got Renault. Okay, hold on. So, y'all have a good day. I'm sure I'll see y'all again. Go listen to some BTB.